If you didn't know, well, let me introduce you to the new improved Kienyeji chicken, which is giving a new face to poultry farming in Kenya. However, in the recent past, it has found its way among urban areas as a source of income, but not without several misconceptions. As lucrative as Kienyeji chicken rearing might sound, it does not come without its challenges. As a farmer, you will need the right information to get maximum productivity. The poultry business will get bigger and better. Question is, how do you, as a farmer, position yourself? From the poultry clinic to the farm, it's time to meet the Kienyeji chicken and the farmer. At the crack of dawn, when the cock crows, the farmer knows it's time to get to work. Agribusiness is not a sector for the weak. The more the input, the higher the output. Today we travel to Kiserian in Kajiado County, where we are going to meet the crowing cock and his family members. Yes, today we handle matters poultry. Bwana Dan.
Yes.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Asante sana kwa kutukaribisha.
Karibuni sana.
Huku ndiko Kiserian Koko.
Yes.
This is Dan-Luke Poultry.
Dan-Luke Poultry.
Dan-Luke.
Yes.
So how did you come up with the Dan-Luke Poultry?
Dan-Luke Poultry is the acronym for Daniel and Lucy, my wife, who's supportive in this business.
The way Kenyans come up with the names for their businesses.
Yes.
He's genuinely Kenyan. Kenya halisi. Biosecurity is everything in poultry farming, meaning hygiene comes first. That is why at Mr. Murore's farm, no one can enter without this adherence. This will go a long way in helping prevent potential infection of the birds. Okay, now.
Yes.
Daniel.
Yes.
Tell me, give me a brief history on yourself and more pertaining to the business. How did you start?
I had an interest in poultry. And for about 2-3 years, I was just thinking, how can I start a poultry business?
Okay.
One day, I got to learn about a training at Kenya Agricultural Research Institute.
Okay.
They were having a course they were calling poultry management.
Okay.
It was a 1-week course. So I attended the training, and it's during the training that I was trained exactly how do I keep chicken. How do I take care of them right from when they are chicks to when they are laying. Later on, after 1 month, they had another training on hatchery management. Again, I attended the training where I was trained about running a hatchery. And it's at that point that I decided to start doing something towards my vision of being a poultry farmer.
And before that, what were you doing? What were you practicing?
I'm an accountant by training. I'm actually a CPAK.
Okay, nice.
I'm a managing partner in an audit firm.
Okay.
Yes, but I've had this interest for poultry for quite some time.
Okay. Mr. Muiruri went for training on the improved Kienyeji chicken at KARI. After this, he saw a business opportunity in hatching and selling the chicks. He put together capital and imported hatcheries from China. 2 years later, it has not been smooth sailing.
I think I've had the ups and the downs.
Yes.
Especially when I was starting, I was too optimistic. Despite having learned some of the things, how they should be done.
Well, is there such a thing as too optimistic? You can either be optimistic or not.
I was optimistic.
Yes.
Despite having learned what should be done.
Okay.
A few times I really did not do what I was meant to.
Nalalia masikio kidogo.
Yes. And I remember the first time, because I didn't have the breeding flock, I went to KARI and purchased 8,500 eggs. And yes, and I put them in the machine. I had counted profits before learning how to make them. You
counted your chicks before they hatched.
So after putting them in, I took care of them. I think every day I would actually be near the machine and waiting for 6,000 chicks to come out.
At least from the 8,500.
Something went wrong. And out of the 8,500 eggs, I actually got 1,200 chicks. About 16 or so percent of the eggs. That was discouraging and devastating. Those were downs. And at that point, I had two places to talk to. I called China. And I told them, did you sell me defective machines?
Yes.
And they asked me to take photos.
Yes.
And I took the photos of the eggs. They even asked me to break them up. They wanted to see how the formed chick, although dead, looks like. And they also asked me to take photos of them inside the machine. And after about an hour, they got back to me. And they explained, they told me what they were finding is that there was a lot of humidity. That might have cost me the chicks. Then I called KARI because I wanted to find out, is there something I didn't do right? So when I called KARI, they also asked me questions. They even asked me to reset the machine.
Okay.
They wanted to know my settings for humidity, for temperature, and they even wanted to get the record for the last, because for the machine, we keep daily record.
Yes.
And we do it every 2 hours.
Okay.
We pick the humidity and the temperature. After taking care of them, this time round, I got better results.
What percentage?
But not very good results. But they were better. Because I got 60% hatch rate for the 4,300 eggs. That's the beginning of my story. And that's about more than a year ago.
Yes.
Since then, I've had very many more hatches. Currently, I hatch every week. Every week I hatch.
Successfully this time?
Yes,
What's the success percentage rate?
It varies. It varies between 60% to 85%.
Hey, like I said, agribusiness, not for the weak. Very many ups, very many downs. When we come back, we are going to interact with Dr. Mary Ambula from Egerton University. The learning doesn't stop. And indeed, there is no learning without mistakes. More to come.